for another session of Peraspera. This will be. I don't think I don't know if it will be today, but we are entering an story arc very good, but also very homebrewy. So expect some new things I'm working with. Let's I and I At the end of it all, I want to hear your guys' opinion on everything that's transpired in these next few episodes. But that
Okay.
being said, what? How are we today? Who is going to remind us of what happened last time around?
Well,
I already
if
made my
it's
roll.
as did I, it looks like we're tied on that one.
I did it last session.
I guess.
Ned.
Yeah. Are you okay with going, Ed?
Yeah, I can go. Last session, we started by kind of brainstorming ideas of from where to go from here after Urist's encounter with the Paladin Order. After kind of kicking around some ideas, we settled on something that probably should have been an option a little sooner, but it wasn't anybody's turn with the brain cell to think of it. We decided to go and talk to Melmore in the palace to see if he could give us any insight into the stone. Um, in trying to talk to him, he revealed that he could not disclose any information to us without killing one of us, as otherwise it would affect his position and could potentially lead to a renewal of the war in this on the World War that Nalar was involved in. As such, Dara made the decision that she wasn't going to let any of us risk our lives or risk dying, so she volunteered to die for our sins. She passed along her tattoo of Revivify to Blythe, and in doing so, they confessed their feelings for each other, and the crowd went wild. Um, After much canoodling and cuddling, it was time for the deed. Dara headed out, um, got the information she needed, and then was immediately was a power word kill. I'm pretty sure it was power word kill,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It was power
I
word.
got-
It
kill.
was.
Immediately got power word killed by
Melmor.
Melmore. And then we rushed in and used our one revivify, bringing back a very exhausted and perhaps permanently changed Dara. From there, we learned some information that there was a way to access a labyrinth underneath the royal palace, and we also learned that the heir apparent to the throne was aware of it and was planning to take the stone from himself. So it became a race against time. So we planned to steal into the labyrinth underneath the castle at the performance, and that is where we are now. How'd I do?
Very,
Perfect.
very good and deserving of your bonification of a 1d10.
Yer.
Uh, Perfect. So, oh, I forgot the soundtrack, guys. We are in the silence here. Let me send you guys the link.
Sorry, excuse me.
Perfect. You are right now, most of you at least, at the King's Keep. This gargantuan and enormous palace where the king of Guazu, the king of Mons Domus, but uh, sits while in charge. This place, at least from your current understanding of it, holds many, many secrets. One of them, you just found out, it houses one of the great artifacts that you are searching for, that recently were named the Soul Stones in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Nedgar, uh,
Mhm.
wearing the persona of clairvoyant is
Mhm.
in the ballroom, uh, rehearsing and preparing it her set to what
Mhm.
can be one of the most fancy and talked about nights the nobility of Mons Domus has ever seen. While the others, now it's a good place for you guys to remind me because I have the memory of a fish. Is who is with Ned on this one? With Claire, better say.
Um,
We all
It was
went.
going
Well, I
to
know.
be-
I know. Vita and I went.
so, if I recall correctly, Blythe was supposed to help with part of the performance. However, Ned said he can probably handle it alone. So we were thinking that Blythe would just come with the rest of us as we snuck out once the performance began.
Okay. And
Or,
Urist?
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Urist not having anything that could actually help the performance is just waiting to be stuffed in a sack and bring to the dungeon.
Okay, but for how long can one be held in a sack, as you said?
If
It
it's a
could be
single person
the
in there,
bag
10
of
minutes.
holding for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So he's not currently in the sack. I think when we left off, we were all in the, like in the throne room where the performance was going to be taking place, and we were all kind of scouting. Well, Vita and I were kind of scouting and looking around and trying to be not suspicious, but figure out where to go. And Urist was acting as Ned's bodyguard, and Blythe was doing her management thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So that is where we can resume our campaign. Um, I now ask of you. You saw that the palace is at moving at full speed, so all the servants and some minor nobles that are preparing some form of performance or presentation towards the new king, or people that want to show their respects towards the former king, are all in an uproar trying to get it all done and prepared in time. That being said, the stage is it's Ned's, it's all Ned's. There is no one else around you specifically trying to distract you or do anything like that. They are all mesmerized and in awe, thanks to just a tiny taste of what Clairvoyance is going to play tonight. But you are in the midst of this situation. So what do you do now? And
Well,
go.
Vita is scouting based on the information given for the entrance. And I do believe that we had discovered the wardrobe that we believe hides the entrance.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
she's been keeping an eye on the comings and goings in that hallway.
Okay, you're just keeping an eye there. You saw no one. There is nothing suspicious in regards to any servant or any other personnel acting weird near that that wardrobe. They are all ignoring it completely, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
I would
Guys,
like to. Okay.
Let me just give a shout out to my friend that just subscribed to my Twitch channel. I'll just say a shout out em português. Valeu, Feltz. Obrigado aí pela inscrição, meu velho. 3 meses, é nóis. Dali, boa gameplay. Obrigado, cara. A gente se fala aí. Ok, back to the game. Dara, you were saying?
I would like to. Yeah, I would like to. There's two things that I'd kind of like to do. The first one is I want to kind of get a really good look at some of the guards that were there when we first got there, so that I have something in my arsenal for my hat of disguise should I need it. Somebody who like I saw at first but then didn't see for a while, who like maybe off shift, so I don't accidentally like run into them looking like them. And then the other thing that I would like to do is kind of keep an eye on the guards like patrols around where the cupboard is, so that at go time I know where like potential threats could be coming from. So just kind of like where they're stationed near it, how often they change, that kind of thing.
Okay, perfect. Better yet, why don't we go straight to the ballroom, where you can see there are a lot of people, especially guards and noblemen and women, right now preparing in the few hours to this enormous celebration to begin. Yes. Better yet, I would ask for I think I would ask for a skill check from both of you, from Vida and from Dara. Your choice of perception or investigation.
Perception, because I'm dumb as shit. Not looking very good. The bad rolls continue.
Yeah, perception's a point higher, and I'm proficient, so we'll go with that. Ah.
Okay, there was no set DC. This was more like how much can you keep track of, since you are both of you are keeping your eyes open and your ears sharp towards your surroundings in general. So that being said, as I said before to Vida, you see nothing suspicious, especially as you were keeping your attention on the hidden door that you know is there. So you see nothing suspicious there. And now Dara, you, as pointed out, you can tell that there are some familiar faces in this vicinity. Some more pleasant than other, at least for your personal taste, I think. And yeah, at least for now. Also,
And just for
okay.
sorry, just to refresh my brain. Last session we had done detect magic and seen visibility around the door, right? And we didn't see anything.
Yeah, you didn't saw anything.
Okay, perfect.
Just for weirdness factor, the four of us have rolled a grand total of 2 different numbers so far this session. 8 and 13, which does not bode well.
8 and 13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Okay. Okay. The minutes are passing. The beginning of the celebration is near.
Okay. For the record, Urist is kinda eyeing the old knight, since I see him on the map, just to be sure he doesn't move to arrest him or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't think he would do such a thing. He probably wants to, but he wouldn't dare doing the king's own celebration, you know. So at least in here, you think you are safe here.
I've seen people do stupider things in these parts, so
Ned makes a note of
I'm gonna-
Lexi down there as well.
Yeah. To everyone of you that is appearing as themselves, Lexi waves from afar, and if you're still, I don't know if you have any way to disguise yourself, so I think you are.
no, I am out in the open,
Yeah.
fully
so
armored, of course.
Yeah,
you
I have the How to Disguise right now.
right. So Urist, you felt
So Urist doesn't have it.
you felt the heavy weight of that old man's gaze upon you, but he tries not to be too explicit that
Yeah,
he has
there's-
some interest in you.
yeah. I stare back. Like, if he stares, we go into a Sergio Leone sequence with like eyes,
Okay.
eyes.
Roll your stare check.
With
then.
my passive,
Concentration check.
Okay, Dara? Sorry, go on.
with my crazy ass passive perception, do I clock that?
Yes. Don't even need to roll that.
Yeah, my passive is 18. I was like, do I see that as I'm looking around? I'm gonna go over to Urist and just be like, is that gonna be a problem?
Not here, at least. I don't think he
But
would piss
will
off the
we-
king by trying to put me into the slammer, but once we're done, we have to leave.
No,
Like,
I'm more worried about will we be able to get his eyes off you to stuff you in a bag and jump in a wardrobe. That is a
Yeah,
sentence
here's
that I did
this.
not that I would say, and I say some weird shit.
Vita hears this and she leans in and says, "Well, I was thinking that as soon as they dim the lights and everybody looks up as Claire makes her entrance, I was just gonna sweep him into the bag right away."
should work.
But will he take his eyes off Urist? And because if he has dark vision, it's not going to matter that the lights are out.
Well, I trust that our dear Claire will be suitably distracting with her entrance.
Exactly. We have to
Alright.
trust Claire.
And if you step in front of Urist at the exact moment, I think he won't even see it happen.
He's a dwarf in armor, and I disappear if I turn sideways. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but if you guys are cool, I'm good. Like, just letting you know, they won't see me, but they will see Urist being stuffed into a bag. I'm just wondering if we need to try and disguise or change something about Urist to get this guy's gaze off of him. But if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Well, we could just slip out the door as soon as Claire enters, and then put him in the bag in the empty hallway.
Or stuff him in the bag just before Claire goes on. As soon as the lights go out, we run. Well, slowly sneak to the thing and then go in. Then we're not doing it right outside the no-go area because we'll have 10 minutes. So if we do it like the second the lights go out, shove them in the bag and then go through, that might be better. Or even if we're like, we find some place that we can step out of like direct line of sight of wherever the rest of the people are. He's
no,
like,
you're right.
he's looking right. He's looking at Urist a lot, and so if his plan is like, "Fuck, I'm really mad. I want to hit this dwarf, but I can't because of the king," he might be watching to try and come after the performance. So he might not want to lose sight of him. I know when I'm hunting prey, I don't take my eyes off of them regardless of the distractions.
No, you're right. Have you ever noticed that instant when you put lights out, how you're temporarily blinded for a moment as your eyes start to adjust? I
No.
think it would be the
I
same
see better in
even
the
with...
night.
Right, but there's a moment as your eyes adjust when the light changes, yes?
Not really, but
well,
he's
more
human.
when the light turns on.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
same
this
for
knight
me.
is human.
Yes,
They don't
that's
have
why
good dark vision.
they don't have dark vision at all.
So if we do it as soon as the lights go out, in the instant his eyes have to adjust, we should be good.
Sure, let's do that.
I trust you, ladies.
Vita kind of leans over and says, "You don't really have a choice, though."
I know, but
But we
I'm
like
trying
it.
to be
Thank you for
optimistic.
trusting us.
I'm trying to be optimistic here, okay? Don't reality me.
She's just gonna stare over at the knight and just reach over and ruffle his hair. Urist, not the knight.
Okay. Goes to the night. Ruffle. Hey!
I'm going to go find Ned while they're being all cutesy.
Okay.
Ned is hopping up and down. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. She sells seashells by the seashore. Blip boop dap doo.
Do re mi fa what?
Unique New York. Unique New York.
I'm just gonna like poke my head in and go, potato, sky, butterfly. I can say words too.
Thank you, Dara.
Is that what we're doing? Ah, I got you.
Yes, it's all about
so,
diction and elocution.
It's all about diction?
Well,
I mean,
I've
cool.
I've made an error in judgment. We'll talk later. What's up?
Okay. Blythe wanted me to make sure that you have everything you need. You've talked to who you need to talk to, and that like you're ready. You know the light cues. You need the song cues. You got all the magic you need. Like, do you need anything before this all kicks off?
I might have something. I think you mentioned we were having difficulty getting the paladin's eyes off Urist, right?
Yeah.
Lexi's here. Can you get Lexi for me?
Uh huh. And I just go get Lexi.
Oh, hi. Long time no see.
Hi.
friend.
Hi, Lex. First off, what brings you here? Last we saw you was in Thorpe. What are you doing out here?
Well, I've heard some very weird things happen in Torpe. I was already in Mons Domus when that happened, so it's unfortunate, really, but...
No, you weren't. I pulled you out of the rubble of Thorpe.
You did? Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh
Right.
no.
Can I project the image of me pulling Lexi out of the rubble of Thorpe into her mind?
And I'm gonna insight check her while that's happening.
Well, it's
Oh,
weird.
I'm casting detect thoughts right now.
Okay. Oh, it's very, very strange. I remember... I don't remember any of that. And as you detect her thoughts, you feel, Ned, as if there were some sort of... almost as if there were two trains of thoughts trying, kind of clashing against one another. Almost as if there were two minds thinking at the same time,
What the fuck?
and one of them is saying, uh, "Oh, I really don't remember being in Torpe when it, being in Torpe when that happened," and the other one saying, uh, uh, let me see. The other one is thinking, uh, well, I should have known better. If she was in Torpe when that happened, how could I possibly miss that? But Urist, Ned, you cast a spell, right? So
Yes, I'm casting Detect Thoughts.
yeah, so since you are casting something with verbal and somatic components, Lexi backs off a little and say, "What are you doing, Ned? I Are you trying to enchant me, or why are you doing this?
Not en-
Stop!"
Not enchant. Dara, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Grab her.
What?
And
We're
I
off on like
grab her.
we're off on like a side thing, right? We're off
Yeah.
on like the side. We're not in the main chamber as this is happening.
Okay.
Grab her.
You don't
Actually, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay. Yes,
'Cause
that
I'm
is a
shit.
wisdom check.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
DC 16.
Do I have character spreadsheet for Lex? I do actually. Okay. Wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Yeah, fail.
Okay. Okay. Dara. I can give you
Mhm.
two choices. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The first is you try and roll persuasion as a way to don't present yourself as a harmful, hostile presence to Lexi. That way she won't scream for the guards as soon as Ned casted his detect magic and you are about to cast another spell on her. So she won't scream for the guards, and you can do that sneakily. Or you can just roll initiative. And if you go first, you paralyzed her. But if Lexi goes first, she will scream for the guards.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to go initiative. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Especially because I get advantage on initiative. rolls.
As a heads up, if she's paralyzed, she can't move or speak.
Yeah.
Natural 20
Yeah,
for a 29.
But the
Oh,
thing is,
yeah.
why I wanted either one of those is because I think she would have time to scream before she gets paralyzed. You know.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
the
as I start
casting
casting
yeah,
a follow-up spell.
yeah, exactly. But
But now that it's taken hold, she can't.
yeah, now
Do any
we
of the
we
things.
let the dice decide, and the dice have spoken. They are in favor of Dara.
Okay.
So. Okay, you paralyzed her. She is boom, completely still. What do you do?
Okay. I've got detect thoughts going. I want into that brain.
Okay, it just remind me how that works. I have to make another save.
So I can read her surface thoughts automatically. If I want to go deeper, I need to. It's in contested intelligence checks.
Okay, and now you want to go deeper then.
What are the surface thoughts saying? First off,
You keep having a harder time to hear that second strain of thoughts. Now you mostly hear her real mind speaking to you, saying things like, "What is going on? What does Ned means? I can't understand. What are they trying to do? Why
Okay.
they are trying to harm me?
I'm going deeper on this. So it's contested intelligence checks. I do add Jack of all trades to this, so I have a +0 to this check. So I'm gonna roll it as an Arcana check. Do you want to roll her first?
Okay, will do. Oh no!
18. Let me in that brain.
Okay. Nat, you have a very good insight on this one. Okay. It seems to you that Lexi is under a dominate person or similar effect.
Okay. Hang on. Dominate person.
Yeah, basically there is someone controlling her. It is her body. It is her own. She is speaking to you, but someone is commanding her from within.
Dara, this reminds me. I've seen something like this before. We encountered something like this when we fought the Bard Lock, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but yeah, okay.
No, when we fought in the tavern and set the tavern on fire, like that. This was a similar thing to that. Is that fair to say, Ariel? That we've encountered something like this before? Dara, do me a favor. Hit her with Can you hit her with some of that starlight magic you got? It's a charm
I have a lot
effect.
of starlight magic. Oh, okay, I
The
got this, and I will.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I won't be able to do it later though, but it's okay. I got this. Lexi, we care about you. And I will put out my channel divinity, my Twilight Shroud. Or Twilight, what is it called? My
Twilight
little bubble.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, that one. And I'm just looking for it. Put it in
I
the
believe
chat.
that you can automatically end a charm effect.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
my follow-up question. If it's
Yeah.
automatic or it's a check. Okay.
Yeah.
Lexi, suddenly
No, that's not it.
you can see
There it
the
is.
a pan on her face as she poof, suddenly regains consciousness, and you all see that something changed on her, and she puts her hand. Actually, she's paralyzed. Will you stop the whole person?
I'm gonna before I'm gonna go behind her and kind of put a dagger to her throat very gently,
Oh my
and then drop the hold person. I just
Alright,
don't want her to
Jesus.
freak out and attack us.
Ah,
We got to make sure she's alone in there first. That's all I'm saying.
what a headache. Dara, please put that down. I don't know what's happening, but
Do you know where
Wait,
you are?
Ned, make sure she's alone.
Can I like do another read on the brain?
yes. What she's thinking is basically what I'm going to say out
Okay.
loud. Okay.
Okay.
She says, I'm the palace.
Okay.
I remember what happened, and at that point, Nat, you can see that she's thinking of what she thinks is, I cannot let them know who did this to me. If I do, I might be in trouble.
Well,
Thanks for the help, guys, but
nope.
I think I'm
Nope.
I need to rest. No,
I don't think you're going anywhere. I think you need to tell me what happened to you. We can do this the easy way, we can do it the hard way, but somebody was just puppeting you around,
Don't you
and
have
I need to know why.
Don't you have a super important show to do?
I do, and that's why I need to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So here's how this is going to work. You tell me what I need to know, or so help me God, if you fuck up my performance, I will let Dara do what she wants. And I'd like to make an intimidate check.
Perfect. That's what I want.
And I've still got my dagger to her throat. I have not let that go yet.
Yeah.
bet.
Can I have that as the help action?
you can.
Advantage.
Nothing more helping intimidation than a dagger to your
God
throat.
damn, double fives. That's still a 13.
18?
Yeah, it rolled. Did it add it up?
Yeah, I did 5 plus 5.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Either way, only just your bonus to the skill check is higher than what I rolled.
Yeah.
Damn it. Just got a rice stuck up to my throat. Anyways.
Don't
I hate
die.
when it happens.
I'll try.
Tell me, or I will let Dara have fun.
I'll just press it in just a little bit.
You can please put that down now.
I will, once you speak.
She holds you by the wrist and tries to move away your arm from her neck. Will you let? Dara? Guys?
I don't know.
Hello?
Oh,
No, I'm here. I'm
You're
thinking.
thinking. Okay.
I know, we're thinking. I think Ned kind of gestures to move it back slightly, and then like Ned's prepping a mind sliver. He's not fucking around right now. Ned's had a rough couple of days.
Since I've cast Hold Person a couple of times, would I know if I hold her again if I can allow her to speak?
I don't think that is a possibility. Yeah.
Okay.
Only
Then I'll
a creature
I'll
can't
drop
move
the
or-
dagger a little bit, but I'm not like backing off.
Yeah,
But
okay,
I'll pull it away a little bit.
Dara, I'll let you paralyze only the body, but not the mouth, not mouth part. Only if you cast it as a 3rd level spell.
No, I'm just gonna let the dagger go a little bit.
Okay. Okay. She holds your arm a little farther from her face, and she says, "I work for a organization.
Yeah, I'll let it.
And I had a very clear. I have a very clear objective here. That's
Go
why-
on.
And you're still concentrating on the text stats?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you can hear she thinking, I cannot let them know what my objective was. I was sent here, and they cannot allow failure. That's why they are controlling me to make sure everything goes as planned. I wasn't aware until now, but I can see why they did it. I worked most of the time as a agent, just administrating personnel, and now this is kind of my big shot towards a higher ranking in the guild.
Right. Okay. So it's just business. It's just business. Obviously, it's just business. I'm going to impress something upon you of very much importance. I'm not going to try to scare you. I'm not going to try to lie to you. I'm going to shoot straight with you right now. Dead. if it were not for me. You would be buried in the rubble of Thorpe right now if it were not for me. So, I get that you've got something that needs to be done. I've got something more important than your fucking job promotion on the line right now. So you're going to tell me what you are trying to do here, and you're going to help me do what needs to be done, and maybe I won't blow you sky high. How does that sound?
Well, tough choice.
I know. Tough audience. Choose.
Will you be surprised if I say I would rather keep the secrecy of my task?
Does it have to do with getting under the palace?
And you can see her head goes, how does he know?
Motherfucker. Okay.
And she says, no. I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to lean in and I am going to cast suggestion on her. And I am going to say, I think it might be a good idea if you get lost.
Oh no. You just screwed her career. I'm gonna end
I know.
his whole career.
Well, you know, at least there'll still be around for her to have a backup career. What's that wisdom save?
Yes. We'll save.
Not gonna do it.
Lexi's having a rough night tonight.
Yeah, Lexi can't roll higher than 10.
She's rolling like Dara,
Oh dear.
who has been holding space for Blythe the last 2 sessions.
I love you guys.
All I was wanting to do was have her help us distract the paladin, and instead I've accidentally eliminated some competition.
This is the perfect example of task fail successfully.
I just wanted to know when the lights were gonna go out. That's literally the whole reason I went over to Ned, was be like, you talk to the person to make sure the lights go out?
I know. I literally just wanted to try and be helpful with smuggling Urist out, and instead I think we might have accidentally cut a whole faction out of the hunt.
Yeah.
You just turned the entire network of thieves against us. Way to go.
Well, you know, it was coming eventually.
It's fine.
As we go, we're going to say, by the way, thanks for the hat.
You're welcome.
So what does she do with the suggestion? Why don't you get lost?
You're welcome, friends. It's always nice to get
Enchanté.
up to date with you.
Of course.
If you ever need me or the core, just for anything, really, just say the word. I'll return to my humble residence.
Toodaloo.
Ciao.
As she's
Sorry.
leaving, I go, wait, what's the word? What's the word we're supposed to say?
The word is fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Get fucked.
remember that. Yeah, get fucked. Okay, I think at this point, Ned is going to look at Dara and be like, okay, we've got to move now. We've got to get going like ASAP. There are multiple people moving on this. We got to go.
Okay. So are we doing it before the performance then? Like, are we just gonna go now? Because we can do that too. It just needs to be
No,
dark
I
in
think
here.
I think I'm going to start the performance a little early. I'm going a little off script, off the king's script.
Okay. So I'm gonna go tell Vita and Urist, and as soon as it goes black, we will get our butts in there, and then you join us as soon as you can.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Go be ready, be safe.
Okay, but what happens if something goes wrong? Just scream, I don't know, something really loud, and I'll try to be as close to the door as possible, and I will listen. And then if anything happens, I'll come in and we'll kill everyone. Cool?
10-4. Let's go.
Let's do it. And I'm gonna start making my way back over to Vita and Urist.
Okay. While that was happening, Vita and Urist, what were you doing, or if anything?
Urist is doing the same thing that he does when a heist is around, which is stand around and move as less as possible. Because he is completely useless in those kinds of situations. He's learned to accept it, so he just stays there and follows orders from the experts. No, seriously, like I don't have any skills that's related to stealth, so I just stand there.
You can ignore Melmer, okay? It was a misclick.
Okay. Suddenly Melmore, no!
Appears. Bonjour, okay.
I kind of get a little scared for a second.
Well, he
And
detected
Vita.
magic going on. Now we're in trouble.
And Vita?
Oh, just chilling here,
Chilling?
waiting for things
Okay.
to happen.
So both of you see your Vidara coming your way.
What's up, D?
Okay. We need to find some place where we can still see what's going on, but be out of line of sight of Dinglefuck over there. It's go time. Lexi had another person in her brain who sent her here to go down under into the thing, and then we fixed her, and then she, I think, went to get lost somewhere. Like, I guess the woods are pretty fun, so I can understand why. But we need to go.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you once we're in. Come on, let's get ready.
Okay. What the hell?
Okay. Well, we're just waiting. We'll be ready.
Yeah, let's wait for
Okay.
the show to start and then abscond.
Okay. So time is passing fairly quickly. Will you just wait for the show time?
How
Yeah,
far
I'm
away
gonna
is
be
he supposed
somewhere
to
where I
start?
can.
Let's say in about an hour.
An hour that Lexi has to. That's an hour Ned gets to concentrate on the suggestion spell. That's an hour for her to get lost. So that'll get us a bit of, at least some of a head start.
I want to be somewhere where I can, like, I won't be right with Urist and Vita, but I'll be nearby, and I want to be somewhere where I have eyes on the paladin and eyes on Vita, so like Vita and I can see each other, so I can like signal go to put Ned in the bag, and then Vita and I will catch up and head for the thing together.
Okay. Excellent. Okie dokie. So, while you prepare, but mostly wait for the correct time, eventually you hear the herald speaking, and he says that, well, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you have been waiting and anxiously anxiously waiting for the moment where we will crown our new king. I am glad to say that the right time has finally arrived. Let Aeneas walk among you, and eventually, when everyone has had their time to congrat our new king, the coronation will begin. And with that, let me put on the map some new faces. Okay, auto token layer. Once again, some familiar, some not quite. But during this time, more people were showing up, and the most notable is Aeneas on the corner of the map. He walks down the stairs and starts to chit chat with every single guest of the fancy ceremony, including you if you so desire. So my question is, will you try to talk directly to the new king, or will you try to avoid him?
I think Ned's avoiding anybody. I think she's not fully taking up like space yet, but she's definitely not like hiding at this point. Like since the Lexi business, Ned is kind of like, as Claire is out there kind of scoping stuff out.
Okay.
I'm trying to create a token.
I feel like Vita is doing neither. She's not going out of her way to get to him. But when he does wander by, she'll just bow and say, "May you have a reign as memorable as your father's," and leave it at that.
Memorable. I wouldn't say memorable. Can you name one thing he did that will go down in history?
Well, of course, sire. He gave us you.
That is the only correct answer, unfortunately. But fear not, for I am waiting for many years and planning everything that I will do to change that, so that the name Sinan can be respected and feared once again.
Okay, yeah, I don't need to insight check that. That's full on, like, villain vibes. Got it.
Yeah, that's just straight up like a Darth Vader quote.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will just put the oh. Did it work? No. Oh, I did something wrong. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. I'll just put the throne here, as if it was always here and no one noticed it. You please just pretend
look.
it was always there.
A throne.
Okay. And yes, as for the rest of you, he will continue on, and eventually he will talk to every single one of you, unless you want to specifically try to avoid him.
No,
I'm
Urist
avoiding
is
him.
Not, Urist is not. He's doing what Vida does. Basically, like, pacing around, looking at people, trying to get a sense of what's going on and piecing things together with his smooth brain.
Urist, you are dressed as a soldier. You're wearing your armor and carrying your
Yeah.
weapons, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And you're next to anyone of the party, or just standing there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm next to Baron Zorik.
Okay. Perfect. So he walks towards you as he did with everyone else, and probably sorry, but I'm unfamiliar with your presence.
Oh,
You're
Your Grace,
Mhm.
it's an honor. I am Urist.
Urist.
Yep.
Are you a knight or a guard?
Not a knight. I am a man at arms, and I am a man at arms, and I am part of Ma'am Voyan's retinue as the one in charge of security.
Oh,
As my getup clearly shows, I make a point to be forthright.
that's why I didn't learn your name beforehand. You're accompanying the artist.
Yes,
I
I am the one who deals with fans.
I'm sorry. I usually cannot tell singers from clowns, and they all look and sound the same to me, if I'm being honest.
Oh. It's okay, Your Grace.
Aid.
Appreciation of the fine arts is a pursuit that comes later in life when someone has other preoccupation like governing. I extend my congratulations to you on taking the crown. May you reign long and gloriously.
Okay. As for Zorik, he is standing closer to you, so he hears his absurdity that was just spoken out loud, and he, Your Grace, I hope that Clairvoyant can change your perception on the matter. She is different. The word is different. For as I myself am consider myself an enjoyer of beautiful and fine arts, and I can tell you for sure that I've never ever heard such a unique and tremendous performance.
All right, Zork. You already got in my pants. Chill.
And
He didn't say that. He's not there.
Oof.
And Urist, you're right there, right then and there. You can go ahead and roll for us an insight check because of the. Try to read the facial expression on the face of the king.
Yep. One sec. While my sheet load insight. Ooh, I'm even proficient. 13.
Yeah, okay. I think the king is a little more on the politician side, so he will have a good way to hide his emotions. So yeah, you cannot quite read what it's
Okay.
written on his face. The only thing that
So,
okay, go ahead.
as so Urist tries to do something that doesn't do often and tries to be social, and I don't know if it's persuasion or performance. He tries to like ease the situation to make the king like a bit more open, saying, making like a slight head gesture towards the Baron, like chuckling to indicate that it's a joke, it's in good humor, and says, see, Your Grace. As I said, this is what I have to deal with.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. Hoping that it doesn't
Oh
end
no! Oh no!
in disaster.
Oh dear! Oh no!
Go, yours to go.
18.
Ooh, but
Oh!
Oh.
yeah.
Oh!
The king stole all the luck from Lexi. Well, if you excuse me, Baron, we can talk business after the ceremony, and I will ask you to not that after this one you try and hold your arm on scheduling artistic and performative acts on important dates such as these. Relish on probably the last fancy dancing party that you will be holding for a long time, at least in this palace. And as to you, Urist, was it, right?
Mhm.
If you think you are your talents are being underused just protecting a clown or should I say a musician, and you wish to put your arm to good use, consider enlisting to the Nalarian forces.
Thank you for your offer, Your Grace.
And he, without saying anything else, he just leaves. Going to the next.
At this point, I move next to Baron Zorek, like assuming like a sort of conspiratorial tone. Much for the art, is he?
Huh? Oh. Don't worry. He's just young and... Oh, actually, he's not that young, but... Well, maybe after he gets used to the annoying parts of being a king, he can relax and enjoy some more fun in his life.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do agree, but like, that was a pretty powerful statement, wouldn't you agree? Like, why cancel all the parties? That's stern. From what I know about kings, like of every race, even ours, and we are not exactly famous for being decadent. And like the first thing that a king does is like throw parties for the nobility, so he can, you know, gain support. Seems odd.
Well, what can I say? I could not agree more with you, but I think let's see if he loses a little bit over time.
Well, at least for you, I hope so. Enjoy the party, my friend.
You too.
La, 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 la.
And
Walkie,
Dara,
walkie.
first question is what is your appearance? What is your disguise? And second is, will you try to avoid the king, or will you just...
Uh,
Yeah, I look like a human woman, very pretty, and just wearing like a normal dress. I'm trying to look like I belong, but not overdressed. But I also have zero concept of fashion, so you can decide how I actually look. Um, and I am sticking to the back, standing away. I am not. Last time I tried to human, it failed epically, and I'm not doing that again. This is too important, so I'm just staying out of the way, trying to not look suspicious. And like sticking, if there's shadows, I want to be in there.
Okay. I will not ask for a skill check. Okay. You just
Oh, thank
choose
God.
to avoid, and you simply do.
Yep.
Perfect. So, after all that talkative nonsense, the king. Oh my god. Move to back. Okie dokie. The king goes to his throne, and the herald looks at Baron Zorek, and Baron Zorek confirms with a positive nod of his head, and the herald, uh, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that in honor of the late King Oren, we will now join in festivities to celebrate his memory and to celebrate that from his passing, our realm will be born anew by the protection and guise of our new king, Aeneas. Shall the ceremony shall begin, and that is the what is it called? The the giveaway? No,
Q.
the cue. Thanks. For clairvoyant to enter the stage.
Vita's gonna catch Urist's eye and like gesture with her head for him to come over,
Okay.
and then catch Dara's eye as well, just so that she knows
I'm
it's
already-
go time.
All right.
I'm already moving into position.
I think that for the performance, the first thing that happens is that every single light in the room goes dark. Like even like if there's like any windows, there's no sun streaming in. It's just darkness. And then a single light comes up, and Ned is standing here in the center of this. And it's not Claire. It's literally just Ned, like standing there, kind of next to like a little stool, and just holding his lute. And he kind of shuffles awkwardly and goes, I thought really hard about putting on some big bombastic show, but I think the part of being a good showman is knowing your audience. And I know you, Your Majesty. You're not concerned with showmanship. You're not concerned with the flair or the glitz or the power of your position. You are a man who is concerned with history. The history of your nation, the history of your family, and what your place will be in history. And so I figured I'd skip the theatrics and just sing you a song about history and about your place in it, if you'll allow me.
Of saying, go ahead.
Ned clambers up onto his stool and just strums his lute a few times, just a few simple chords, and then begins to sing. And the song that he sings isn't bombastic. It's not showy. It's not anything like he's done before. Like this is not clairvoyant the pop star. This is Ned Goodberry unplugged live and in person, and he sings. Hang on, I had lyrics for this. It's gonna be bad, so bear with me. Oh, darling Rose, the world is your throne. You've built up an empire from the bones of your father. Dahlia Rose, they'll never know the burden you carry, though why would they bother? Kingdom of gold, the power you hold, glorious name will echo forever. Dahlia Rose, Dahlia Rose. And just sings kind of a low, slow song about his place and the burden he carries now as king. And it's low and slow and long because it gives the party a chance to slip out under the cover of total darkness.
Yep.
Nice. Ned, roll a performance check with advantage.
Okay. And as a reminder, Blythe did give me an extra fortune's favor to use. So I'm going to hold that and we'll see what this comes out as. That's already a 27. What do you think? Should I go for the nat 20?
No, I think that's pretty good.
What do you think, guys? You want to hold that fortune's favor?
I would
Yeah.
hold on to it. You might need it.
All right, I'll hold it. I'll settle on the 27.
Yeah, as the DM, I have to say I would go for it, but
Well,
it's up to you.
you know, I've already burned both of my pack slots already. So,
Keep in mind, you have the DM inspiration to add too.
oh, do I want to crack 30 on this? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna roll that DM inspiration.
Yay!
God, that was almost
Oh
an 8.
no!
I knew it.
Chandara have given me guidance. No, I'm
How
not.
long-
I'm
How
not.
long does guidance last for? 1 minute?
I think only a minute, and I've been like,
Yeah.
I've been very
Yeah, no.
specifically very
Yeah.
far away from.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll
Constitution.
take- I'll take
Sorry.
I'll take the 29. That's pretty good.
The 29, okay. Nedgar Goodberry. Would you? I'm thinking what I want you to sacrifice for a +1.
I'll take the 20.
I mean, Ned's
How
already at
important
a
is it that I
drag.
beat
Like,
It is not like yeah, okay. No, let's go for the 29. I'll consider a 29 at 30 in this case, okay?
That's how numbers work.
That's how numbers work.
That's how DM
Take
numbers
that,
work.
Mrs. Krupke in second grade math.
Rounded up, yeah. Perfect. Nedgar,
Mm-hmm.
you play a song straight from your very soul, from your very elan of an artist. You play the song and then you let the last melody go in the air until it vanishes, and then you stand still, and a round of applauses eclode from all around you. All around you, but straight south, where there is only one person sitting in a throne. The king waits for the round of applauses to stop, and he raises his hand as a way to show everyone in the room that he wishes to have the word. And what will King Aeneas say? We will see as soon as we get back from a quick break.
So, in that moment when it went dark, is when Dara or Vita would strike.
Perfect. We will go with that. As soon as it went dark, you go and we see what you will find as soon as we get back. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
See you in 5.
See you in 5.
See you in 5.
Okay, let's see here. Oh,
Anyone else back?
easy. Yep. Well done.
Oh,
Put that pressure on yourself, didn't you?
if I put pressure on myself, that was a very stressful hour and a half between having to deal with Lexi and this shit.
Oh yeah, that was
That was just
I'm back.
that was just
Hello.
luck. Like, if I hadn't had the thought to have Lexi call in a favor with Lexi to help distract us, we'd have been fucked.
See, I feel like he was just
Well,
gonna have Lexi
but I
follow us
realized-
and sabotage us. Hello.
Anybody,
Well, I
else,
realized-
anybody else notice that Honeyfoot's in the audience too?
Yep.
Nope.
Who is Dwelly Barrelchin? Had we met him before?
No,
Sounds like a dwarf.
He's a new guy. I thought, well,
Same with
might as well add
we've
some new guys.
same. Have we seen the Ebony Knight before?
He was with Baron Zorek.
That's
the first
right.
time you met him.
Also, just because I feel like we forgot to say it, but we've kind of been saying it. We're doing the same thing with Blythe as we're doing with Urist. So we're putting Urist in the bag, and then Blythe, and then Bookin.
Okay, so 5 minutes each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 5 minutes.
North. Okay, we're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I believe.
Nice. So, do you want Vida and Dara? Do you want to do your thing first before as soon as Ned started his number?
As soon as the lights went out, before people's eyes adjusted, that's when Vita was planning on doing it.
Yep.
In that moment of blindness for most of the humans.
Okay.
And Dara's already halfway there.
So, okay, good. I need a stealth check from each of you and a perception check as well.
Okay, so I have to roll stealth.
No, I think
yeah,
'cause you're in the bag.
In the bag, right?
Okay.
God, dog crap.
That moment you roll a 22. Oh no, it's
No, that's
yeah,
me.
it's your just
And perception.
Whoa.
Damn, girl.
okay.
I'm good at, and darkness is my jam,
Yeah. Dara's a fucking ghost.
The lights went out, and for a mere second, there are two people less inside of this room. Both of you rushed to the side corridor. You passed in front of guards and in front of other people that were supposed to be guarding the vicinity, but they did not notice both of you.
That's right, I had an excuse if they had.
Yeah, but with those stealth checks, it's well and good. You find yourselves in a corridor, fairly slim and small compared to the most of what you already found in this castle before. And you go straight to where you know there is something off, something hidden. You move the mobilia that it's blocking your path, and you found what can be described as a door, but it's a very uh, stretched thin door. It's very if one of you, even Vida and Dara, that are kind of more the dexterous, slimy characters, you would have to be sideways and uh, uh, try to shimmy your way through this door. But first, you would have to find a way to open it. You see that there is a lock on the door, but you don't have a key, so that probably asks for a lock picking check, right?
Yeah.
But
I would
I look
imagine.
at Vita. It's all you, girl.
But before you try that, with a 27 on perception, Dara, you notice two things. Okay, the first is the lock is magically enhanced. So there's a physical and a magical lock on top of it. And second, there isn't only a magic protection, but also a trap.
Okay. I didn't take that spell stay. And that didn't bing last time. I thought we cast detect magic over here last time.
Yeah, I think there was.
Yeah,
I'm gonna very quietly.
The trap is mundane, just so you know. The only thing that's magical is the arcane
Okay.
lock. And you can,
The
by
arcane
your
lock.
knowledge, you know that it's arcane lock. It's not alarm. It's not nothing else.
Life tells
Okay.
us.
I will share that info
Okay.
and then just say, do you feel like you want a boost?
Sure.
Or a
why
little
not?
boost or a big boost? You want a little boost or a big boost? One that'll make you just feel guided towards fixing the lock, or do you want me to like enhance your abilities?
Ariel, what kind of roll am I gonna have to make for disarm and unlock?
So those are both sleight of hands or thieves' tools, whichever you have the highest. If you have the tool with you, the thieves' tools set as an equipment, you have advantage on your skill check.
Okay.
Okay, so I have.
So
both
I
then.
will. So I will guide you.
All right, so 2 sleight of hand checks here for trap, and then yeah. So you said I have guidance, right?
Yeah.
That is a D.
And I'll keep guiding you.
D4.
D4.
D4. So 20 to
20.
disarm,
Okay, you disarm the trap.
and then 2 picket, 2 more sleight of hand checks.
And I'm still just hammering you with the guidance.
And I have given a bardic.
No, you were too busy. That's alright. So
Another.
is 24 enough, or do I need the guidance? Well, let's roll the guidance anyway since we
Yeah,
have
you
it.
need the guidance. But
28.
you just needed 1 point from that guidance. So yeah,
I
25.
figured it was something.
Yeah. 20, it's a success on the trap. And then the lock itself, it's a little higher, so a 25 was the requested number, and you just rolled above it. Yes, the door opens, and as I said, you would have to try and kind of shimmy your way through it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you found yourselves in a very long hallway that is just that which has the width just enough that you can walk sideways all the way through it. There are some points that you think are impossible, that you just have to hold your breaths and try as hard as you can, and you can see that someone, the person or the thing that engineered this place didn't want people going through it. But the rest of the path goes without any other hindrance or harm, and eventually you reach a finally you can breathe normally in a larger room, which I'll show you as soon as we finish Ned's scene. Ned,
Okay.
you here you see that the king is ordering everyone, silently ordering to everyone stay completely quiet. And as he lowers his arm, you can see that he's thinking, he's choosing his words carefully. And eventually he says, very good. Very good indeed.
Thank you,
Tell
sire.
me, I was expecting clairvoyant, if I'm not mistaken. I guess, I guess,
Clairvoyant. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I guess it's some other persona from the same individual.
Clairvoyant is somebody who is always full of surprises and is fond of reinvention. Consider me Clairvoyant's Chris Gaines. Nobody who doesn't listen to country is going to get that, but I thought that was hilarious.
I mean, I do, but like old things. I'm more
Yeah.
like a Woody Guthrie type.
Yeah. I figured that I would be for all the glitz and glamour of Clairvoyant, it would be best to have it come directly from the mouth of your fellow Nularian. Not a character, but a person who appreciates and respects you.
I see. And your choice of words was, I would say, fairly ideal. And I was sincerely taken by surprise. I was expecting something far more boring.
Austin, boring? God,
Yes.
never, sir.
How should I call you, musician?
That's a very good question. Call me Naya.
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 Naya. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, the reason you're here now and the reason you was here before, honoring my father, was thanks to Baron Zorek.
My dear friend and patron. Yes, sir.
Baron, please take a step forward.
Oh dear.
And he steps and he says, yes, my king. Zorek, You have been a counselor to my father for many years. You, your advice has proven valuable, and you accomplished a peace that lasted for 30 years now with our neighbors. That is correct, sir. I. There wasn't a single instance where when peace or war was at question, where I did not advise for peace. And then Ineas continues. Correct. And you would say that we are now enjoying and living our best lives. And Zarek's a little confused. He says, I would say so. Don't you agree with me, Naya?
Of course, sir, of course.
Baron Zorek, I thank you for your years of service. You may now rest.
Oh no.
Being deprived of your role as a king's counselor. And Zarek is completely.
Ned shoots a glance over at Zorek, like, can I get an insight check? Does Zorek know what's going on?
Do you need?
No, Zorek doesn't know. Oh, this is bad.
My king. The times where such advices were needed has passed. I will enjoy this moment and present to all of you that are gathered here now my plans for the future of our realm. Could you please take a step forward, Fastolf? And as you look back, Ned, you asked for the unknown dwarf, but you didn't ask for the unknown halfling on this corner right here, right?
Oh, lovely. One of my brothers.
Yeah, this
Oh no.
tiny old man is called Fastolf Daedholm. He runs forward. He looks like a smart man, like a clever man, probably a scientist or an engineer, something like that. And he even is dressed as one. You can see that he's the less fancy of all the fancies of the party, and he walks forward and makes a gesture in respect to the king, obviously, and he says, yes, my king. Could you explain, using your knowledge of the project that you started development under the crown? And he, yes, my lord. He turns around and he starts saying, well, the King Aeneas has envisioned a glorious future for Guasu, And the first step is to reclaim some much needed territory. And for that, he and we decided that would be easier if instead of walking through dangerous forests and through poisonous swamps, deadly deserts, and possibly even freezing tundras. By foot, we could instead go by air. So, I've been developing a great engineered beast that I called the Dreadnought. It will be ready to fly over the skies of all of Crea in probably probably some months, some 3 months from now. As soon as we finish some minor details like the piece that will power its engine. And the king says, well, speaking of that, Fastolf, how is the how advanced are we in the recovery of the piece you asked for? Well, my liege, I'm still waiting for my son to give me the news, but as I told you before, he's the most capable fighter that will no doubtly retrieve our treasure. Perfect. You may go, Fastolf. And as he bows once again and comes back to his spot, the king says, as you all were able to see and hear, the times of cowardice that Zorik ordered for 30 years are finally over. As the new king of Monstomos, as the new king of Guazou, I will go down in history as a conqueror of the four corners and the 5 realms of Crea. And that is the end of my evil villain speech.
Lightning flashes
Clap,
outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, for the glory of the Empire. I'm psyching you.
Clap, fool, clap.
I'm psyching Nadar. You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They're going full fascist.
Oh, nope. Lord Ed's on his own.
Musician, play another song, this time a glorious and victorious one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Ned goes to play a chord, and then can I like prestidigitate that the string just snaps? Like twang! I would love to play another song as soon as I restring over here in this way. One moment.
Don't ruin the moment, musician. If you cannot play, then sing.
Okay. Ned's going to start singing. I don't know, like a Sousa march or something. I don't know.
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
The Imperial March.
Yeah.
Nah, it's more. Sounds more like a Final Fantasy villain music because airship.
Oh no, they always know my references.
Wherefore art thou, Judge Gabranth?
Die, Sid, die.
So does that mean that Fastolf is our Sid? Oh yeah.
Kind.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, Ned, you play a song, and you see
Yeah.
an opening to vanish from the public view there as soon as you finish it. You take
Yeah.
a moment to look around. No
yeah.
one is paying attention to you, and you can now vanish.
Yeah. Ned plays a lick and goes invisible.
Oof.
All
how
right,
curious.
and then I will dart off and join the others. As I'm closing the door, can I close the lock behind us and like have Squidly like help me like cover it back up so that it looks like nobody's been here?
Yeah, yeah. Squidly can do that.
Cool.
Okay, so you go join the rest of the party, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you can now let me just uh, change maps here. 1 second. You may now position yourselves here. Oh, I have to to move. On the most south part of the map.
Okay. Do I get out of the bag?
Blythe is here too.
Yeah, I tried to put Blythe on, but it wouldn't let me.
She's there. I see her.
But yeah, you and Blythe are out of the bag.
Oh, okay, no. Now there's two Blythe. Oops.
What? I can't
No,
see any Blythe.
Dar-
Oh, there we go.
Dara's dream.
Yeah, just all the Blythes.
The
Okay.
harem of Blythes.
Okay. As soon as you entered this space, all of you had the same gut feeling as you were walking through that enclosed space on your path towards this. You felt as if the something had like a switch was turned off during your sidewalk towards this dungeon. You felt a little disconnected to the normal world, and now that you are here, you look around and you see one another, and you see this walls and ceiling of stone, and you see there is a fire burning and warming you. But other than that, the world feels weird, feels different. There is a something in the air, something that you cannot touch or see or smell, but you can feel almost as if only with your intuition. There is some major power in effect here. And that power has an influence over you. So, I have a offer to all of you. Would you like to play this as a old school 70s D&D type of dungeon? In like,
What do you mean by that?
you will have to track specifically every single piece of equipment as using a variant encumbrance. You would have to track the time and each piece of torch or each vial of oil you use on your lanterns, or if you are casting spells, for how long does they last, and other more dungeon crawling sort of restricting rules? Or would you think that's lame and we don't want that here?
How big is
to be
this
honest-
dungeon?
Fairly large, it looks like.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. But there is it's a labyrinth, okay? You will soon
I'd be
find out.
okay with running it like we ran the Lashai dungeon, so not like overly gritty or crunchy.
As you will
I mean,
go ahead.
my only concern is that we didn't go shopping to prep for like
Yeah, but I can
3-day
take care of
dungeon.
everything we need. I can take care of that.
Yeah,
You can
and-
take care of food and water. What about light?
I have the light cantrip, and I have my Eyes of Night to give you all 300-foot dark vision when we need it.
Okay, okay, Dara.
Yeah, and we
Jesus.
have Urist and a bag of holding, so we can stuff things in the bag of holding. Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Let's go.
Yeah.
you're good to play with hindrances, and you just say everything that you're going to do.
We're
to
we're playing with a Twilight Cleric. That's like doing a dungeon crawl on easy mode.
Yeah.
Oh, why did you?
But yeah.
See, I'm useless unless I'm underground. It's actually perfect. As soon as you
And
put me
yet
in a
you
dark
hate-
place, preferably small and underground, I'm good. But I
And
hate
yet
it.
you hate
I'm like,
being
"Get the fuck outta
underground."
here." Uh-huh. But I did literally spend 400 years doing this, so it makes sense that I'm like, oh yeah, we got this.
Dara, you're not supposed to give away your age.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, it's a kitten. Thank you, kitten.
People think
Alright,
I'm
now-
young. They're not going to respect me for surviving this long.
Now we have to protect poor Blythe. You're robbing the cradle.
All right, so we doing
Why
this?
would I rob a cradle?
Let's
There's
do
nothing
it.
good in there. Yes. Let's go.
Hey, haven't you ever heard the phrase "taking candy from a baby"?
All
What's
right.
candy?
Ned's going to send Squidly with his dark vision to go and scout down this hallway to see if he can see anything along this line of sight.
Okay.
Vita pulls out her last caramel chew and gives it to Dara.
Okay, before you go, would you think that would you like to roll initiative now and use the same initiative all the way through? Because you will start and end fights back and forth. Or do you think there's no need for that?
Yeah.
I mean, unless we're going
I'm
into a
good with
meat grinder
either way.
room after room, I don't think we need to stay with one. But
Okay,
it's up to you guys.
perfect. Squidly is going.
I have a quick question before we go forward. How long was Ned's performance?
That's up to Ned. You play 2 songs.
25 minutes.
Okay. Not enough time for me to get a short rest. But that's okay.
And how long is Squidly's dark vision?
Hang on. It's the imp stat block.
How long does it last, or how
No,
long
how,
is it?
Yeah, how far it can go.
Hang on.
I want to say it's like standard 40 or 60.
No, it's 120 feet.
Oof.
And I can see through magical darkness.
Imps are broken.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Devil Sight.
Yeah, I can see through magical darkness.
It's the same thing that warlocks can get. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, every time Squidly goes over a corner, I will show everything because there are no straight lines that are more than 120. How long is 120 feet? Oof, it's almost the whole map.
Now to give Squidly true sight.
Okay. Uh, Squidly already found a unlit torch on the ground in this corner here.
We want to pick it up and hold on to it, or keep looking.
Might as well. No,
I mean,
should
if we
pick
don't
it up,
need
just don't
it.
light it yet.
All right. What do you think? We want to go north, or take another direction?
Why don't we scout what's close to the entrance first, so there aren't any
Okay.
nasty surprises waiting when we get back.
I'll move Squidly over to the other end just to see what's up in this up the other tunnel on this side.
Okay. Will you take
Okay.
another step?
Oh, I don't like the way you asked that. I'm gonna have Squidly fly back, and I guess do we want to scope them all, or do we just want to pick a direction and start walking?
I mean, I think the smartest thing is just pick a direction and start going. If it's a labyrinth, it's all going to loop back in on itself eventually. So
Yep.
I think we just need to go start figuring out our where we're going.
Or we just
Ned's
run
gonna
into
commit
dead
and
ends,
go
then we
north.
backtrack.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
let
right,
me-
I'll follow, or
I'll
follow behind Squidly.
I'll follow you.
Ned and Dara
I'm just
should
going to
probably
leave
be.
Blythe back here for.
But she'll be with us for combat encounters.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to take the rear, Urist, or do you want me to?
No, I'll take the rear.
Okay.
Squidly's gonna go check.
What about Blythe?
We're gonna leave
I'm
Blythe
just
here,
leaving her there for now.
but she's with
Okay.
us.
So she's
She's technically she's between me and Vita.
Okay, okay.
Anyways, what's
Dara, if you
Squidly doing?
want to. Squidly's scouting a little bit ahead. And then before we go down that tunnel, I'll go check this way up here, this top one.
I forgot I could. Yeah, I could have shown this before.
What do you think, north or west?
North.
I'll have Squidly reveal both of these.
Okay. Over here, you see what looks like a how can I say some equipment. You can see that there are some metal scrambles all in a pile here. Also,
Equipment?
all sorts of trinkets and by the vision of Squidly, you don't see anything magical, but you see all sorts of adventuring gear, you know.
Oh, have a bad feeling that's trapped.
It's nothing magical. Why do we want it anyways?
I'll fly closer to it, but mostly to just see what's going on up there.
Okay. Oh,
Squidly separate from us, just kind of scouting while we move another direction. And if I need to, I'll dismiss Squidly. So while we're doing this, if like Dara wants to take the lead, we'll head down this tunnel here.
actually, Squidly can make a perception check. Is he any good with hearing?
It's fair. Hang on. He has proficiency in insight, but he has a +1 to perception.
Okay, so straight up perception.
If it'll let me roll. Oh, here we go. Fuck it, I'm just gonna roll in. Shout out to the 2 crew. That's a 3.
Okay. Squidly cannot hear anything. Oh, I didn't see you guys there. Dara, you can make a perception check as well.
Alrighty.
And also a stealth check.
I'm assuming we're not. Sorry, go ahead.
And also a stealth check if you want to be quiet. If you're trying to.
I definitely want to be quiet. But I'm guessing this is not my. We're not deep enough underground for it to be my favorite terrain.
Why not? You can use it as such.
All right, so I'll just roll my stealth again. Didn't really matter. I don't think the perception. I think it's only investigation that I get advantage on for favorite terrain.
Okay, but oh no, yeah. Either way is a failure on your on your stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, and for perception, you rolled a 21, right?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear heavy breathing coming from further this way.
Okay, I'm gonna look back at Vita and kind of like make motions. Actually, no, my stealth is 15. I'm gonna turn around and go, there's a thing over there and it's breathing.
Vita's gonna
Do you want?
move back to the other 2 and tell them the same thing. Playing a game of telephone at the moment.
Okay, how do we play it?
I don't know. Do we want to smash things or we want to go the other way?
No.
How dark is it in here?
It's
Is there
unless
torchlight or is it darkness?
No, it's completely dark. It's completely dark.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of peek around because I'm invisible to those with dark vision right now, so they can't even really see me.
Okay, but you failed on your stealth roll, so they can hear you.
I did,
okay?
so I'll kick a couple rocks as I do it, but I don't know that.
Okay,
I just know that they can't see me, so I'm gonna peek around the corner.
yes, they will try and see what's going on. So you can all roll initiative because you were detected approaching by a minotaur.
It
Oh,
wouldn't be a labyrinth without a minotaur, would it?
No, it would not.
alright, initiative it is. Then
And what of Blythe? Oh, one of those is Blythe? Oh no, you roll with that, right?
I rolled with advantage, so I'm gonna roll Blythe now.
I have
Oh,
21.
come on.
And okay, but she will start way back there, okay? No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
was just gonna
No,
move her
no.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's with us. We're
I
just not
did
moving
say
her.
she
We're
was
not
with
managing her
us.
token.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I just wasn't moving her token.
Okay, okay.
but
So she.
that's okay.
Blythe has a +5 to initiative.
I will put her here, a little back here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All set. So, Dara, you can go first. You see that a creature appearing out of the corner, and you don't know if it's humanoid, if it is intelligent. As a Underdark dweller, you have never seen a creature like that, a minotaur. Okay.
hmm
And but the way it behaves and the sounds it makes sound more bestial than human like. So it only and you can see the behavior of making that thing with the foot that bulls do. So you know. And it's probably it's very aggressive in its stance, and it will probably attack you. So since you are your initiative is higher than his, what do you do there?
I'm going to draw my bow and then. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna. Draw my bow and just kind of not like go prone, but squat down so that people can see past me, specifically very short bunnies. And I'm gonna back up a little bit and I'm just gonna hold my bow, and if it comes around that corner, I'm gonna shoot it. But I'm hoping maybe it's not gonna notice. And then I'm gonna like mouth to Vita, like, get back. That's it.
Okay, Vida, you go next.
Get back, or should I get around the corner so that if it comes for you?
I would get back.
Well, I can
But it's
only
your
go so
choice. I just-
far.
We are very much in a fatal funnel, and the squishiest is at the front.
Can't let the squishy person die, so I will move right in front of you.
Okay,
And I will hold.
remember to consider difficult terrain every time you go through a another allied creature space.
That's fine. I've got movement. And I will simply hold an attack. The trigger being if it attacks. And that'll be my go.
Nice. What will Blythe do? And Ned, you're tied on initiative, so you can decide which go first.
I think Blythe will probably, I guess, hold her initiative. You'll think, since she's back here at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just wondering if I should actually blur out.
Ned's going to move up here. 1, 2. I can actually move through other creature spaces as a halfling because I'm teeny.
Perfect.
So he doesn't have difficult terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move up here and just park it. And then I'll hold an action that if he comes within range, I'm going to hit him with a blast.
Blast of Eldritchness. Okay.
So, do we want, question for the group, since we're Jaegering Blythe, I'm assuming we're going to save for spell slots and just use cantrips, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want a Firebolt or Toll the Dead when it comes to it?
I think it'll depend if somebody's already done damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Urist, what is your dexterity score?
13.
13. Okay, so you go first before the Minotaur.
Okay. Let me check 20. 15. Okay, no. I can move in front of everyone. Which
I think.
puts me here.
Okay, the same thing, the same way Ned didn't consider you guys' spaces as difficult, you don't consider his as well. Only Dara and Vitas.
Okay.
But-
Dara is small, right? She's not medium.
No.
We're
But
all
it's-
small.
Yeah, but it's not because of creature sizes, more because of the halfling trait of
Right.
being able to do that.
Yeah.
So, how much movement do you have, or are you dashing to do this?
No, I'm dashing at this
Okay,
point.
yeah. So you walk for
I need to become the iron wall that protects my comrades.
Oof, nice. So, a target you will be Urist because the Minotaur is going to.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
full plate dashing dwarf.
and
Yep.
it triggers all the except for Ned's because you don't have a straight line towards him. Okay, Ned.
Okay.
What the fuck? I'll give him how's it called? Cover. I'm gonna give him 3/4 cover, but you can try.
Okay.
And Vida, you just hit normal. And Dar.
Okay.
You all prepared, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just rolled 2. That's my third 2 I've rolled in a row. What the fuck?
Dara,
This
you
is a
hit?
horse shit.
God damn.
When you hold an attack, do you get your 2 attacks if you get them that turn?
No,
Or
it's
just the
only one.
one?
Ye-
Only one.
Just
I
the
thought
one.
it nothing.
Yeah, I thought you held all attacks when you hold the attack action, but I wasn't sure.
I think it's only one, but if
No.
you show me the rules saying otherwise, I will.
Everything. You're holding a single action. You can't hold multiples, otherwise you'd be able to hold movement as well as an attack.
No. But my attack action includes 2 attacks this turn. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. Does extra attack apply to that? I'm looking up the rules right now.
I don't believe it does, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Ready action lets you ready any action you can take, including extra attack, but extra attack is on your turn. Hang on. Was lets you act using your reaction.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
First, you decide what perceivable circumstance will trigger your reaction. Then you choose the action you will take in response to that trigger, or you choose to move up to your speed in response to it. The rules are very unclear.
I found Jeremy Crawford's tweet saying the ready action lets you ready any action you can take, including attack, but extra attack is on your turn, and ready action is a reaction on someone else's turn. So I think
Okay.
that he means that extra attack
You
doesn't
get
apply
one.
outside of your turn, so
Yeah.
you get only one. That being said, a 26 will hit Dar. You can roll damage. Okie dokie. Now for the fun part. The Minotaur has a charge attack. That means he move at least 10 feet straight. He gets a bonus. And so he did. Okay. So he's aiming at you, Urist, obviously.
Okay.
And one thing, you're guys playing Baldur's Gate, right?
Yes.
You know
Nope.
when
No.
you're when you on Baldur's Gate. So to anyone that doesn't know, when you attack with a barbarian, for example, and the attack is going to be a miss, the game pauses and asks you if you want to roll reckless. So it's kind of like a reaction, but not spends a reaction, but something like you can roll the first one, and if it's a miss, you can roll the second one at advantage, and then gain the downside of reckless attack. Would you guys be willing to use that now? We can do the same with Bardic's inspiration and guidances and stuff. You roll and see if it's a success or not, and then decide to add your other things. Would that be
I'm okay with that.
okay? So I'll roll the first one, and that's a miss. I will reckless to see if I can turn that into a success.
Oof.
And so I did. 25 hits, right?
Yes.
So it's 19 piercing
30.
and plus 12 piercing damage from the charge and a DC 14 strength save, Urist.
Okay. Hold on. That's 32.
31.
31. Okay, let me just record. 65 minus 31 is
34.
24.
34.
34. God damn it. And DC 14 strength save.
Oof. You're prone.
Nope. Okay.
So you're prone. I gain advantage, but I have already had it. So now the
Alright.
fun part. Remember when I said there were a lot of homebrew stuff? This is a minor one, but you see that the Minotaur is not just a Minotaur. It is a Minotaur fighter, right? So he uses Surge of Action.
Oh.
And he will do another attack. He gains another action, and he will use that to attack with his great axe. 15.
And
I,
him missing.
okay. Damn it! I missed my.
So do we get advantage on our attacks now?
Yes.
Yes, because he reckless.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna roll two more two more Eldritch Blasts. Oh wait.
No, it's
No.
on your turn only.
So okay. Sorry, I misunderstood what was happening.
No, because he triggered all the attacks, and then he uses his
Right,
turn
okay.
started. Okay.
Okay.
Dara, back to you.
Okay. I have advantage, right?
Yes.
So I am going to cast. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm kind of panicking.
Conserve spells if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot with my bow. And then I think I'm gonna start moving back. 24
Hit.
Uh-huh.
for 8 piercing.
Don't you want to roll your second attack?
I only get it on the first round.
Oh,
Mhm.
right. I thought it was an
Yeah.
extra attack. Okay.
No, it's just on my first attack. Like when you attack for the first time on your turn, you get an additional attack, or the first time of combat. But
Okay.
I held it, so
In that case, it's not an extra attack. That might be you could have it. I did. I sorry. I thought you meant extra attack, but it's a Gloomstalker feature, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Dread Ambusher.
it's all good.
Take the attack action on that turn. No, it's the same ruling actually.
Yeah.
If you take the attack action
Yeah.
on that turn. Okay, perfect. So if you pass, then it's Vida.
Do 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 do.
Oh, sorry. I'm also going to. No, that's it. That's it.
$19 to hit.
19 hits. You may apply sneaky.
Alright, so roll that.
Do you have the feat to attack at this distance? 5 feet away? It's crossbow expert.
Dude.
No, it's sharpshooter. No, it's crossbow.
Do.
Yeah, normally a ranged attack will have disadvantage if there is a hostile creature within 5 feet. So unless you have crossbow expert, you will gain disadvantage and then.
Okay, so I'll just move back the 5 then.
Okay, may I attack of opportunity you? Hehe.
I'll use rabbit hop to move back instead, so you don't get the attack of opportunity.
Perfect. Then that 19 is a hit. For 16
it's-
piercing plus 8 sneak.
Yep.
24. You see his health bar? You see what you did there?
Absolutely nothing, but I pissed him off. That's the point.
How? What do you mean if you just...
No, you did. You did a nice little chunk of damage.
Yeah, 24, what do you mean? Okay.
Sorry, maybe it's just not catching up. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Now it's Blythe's and Ned.
I'm glad. I pissed it off. Now I get to be the target. Yay!
Ned's. What do we think? I think Ned's just gonna blast it. We did a bunch of damage to it, so here
Yeah.
comes
Yeah,
two advantage Eldritch blasts.
if you go here, you don't have the cover thingy.
Yeah, so that's a 19 on the first one, and I'll lay down a hex as a bonus action while I'm doing this.
Oh, it's 18. Okay,
And a nat 20 on the second one.
Is it?
If you don't finish
So
him,
here's my first damage roll. That's 8 damage.
And that's 20. I see.
Yep.
1 and a 16 here. If I hover. The first one is a 10 and an 11.
Yes, and then
The
the
second
second one.
Shows 1 and 16 for me.
It's so for some reason it's showing as I rolled a 0 when I roll a nat 20.
How does it show for you guys, for the rest of you, when you hover the 24? For me it's 24 to hit, and you have a +8.
1 plus 16 plus 8, 24.
uh, 16 plus 8 is 24. That 1 gets dropped.
Yep.
Okay, glad to hear I'm not crazy.
No.
Like I showed it, like it showed the nat 20 on my screen. What the fuck is happening?
Well, and it auto roll calculated. I think it calculated your damage as a crit as
Crit.
well,
Yeah.
which it would have done only if you had rolled a crit.
Yeah.
And it's coming up green as if it was a crit. It's the 19. So I don't know what it's doing.
I don't know what
Going
is
on there.
Fucking D&D Beyond, I swear to God. The sooner I get rid of these fucking warlock levels, the better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Ned. For the sake of finishing off quick, I'm going to give you the crit. Okay.
I mean, even if he
So that's-
doesn't, Blythe was going to toll the dead, so...
Well, I also get an additional 2d6 from Hex, and that's 12.
Yeah, it's done.
Yes, if you casted Hex, there is no, just the dice alone would have finished him off. Okay, you killed a Minotaur fighter. He carries a fairly big great axe. And it seems that there are more things. Not only the great axe, but some other stuff on his belongings.
Veed is pawing through it.
Including but not limited to 35 gold pieces and a vial of a potion that you could try and identify, or maybe alchemist supplies to see if you know what it does.
Blythe will richly identify it if we don't mind taking a few minutes for her to do that.
Okay.
That's fine, because Vita wants to cut off a Minotaur horn.
Alright, so
Yeah.
she will ritually identify all the things.
All the things. Okay. It is a potion of huge giant strength.
Oh, shit.
Mwahahaha.
We'll pass that to Urist.
Not that he needs it.
Yes.
Give it to Blythe. No, give it to Dara, because that'd be funny.
I'd like to be strong.
Yeah, anyone that has it can try and grapple and push almost anything. At least try and not succeed.
Can I say that on the last 2 turns, Squidly has scouted these hallways right here?
Let me see.
God, roll 20 is killing me today.
Yes. Let me show you the power. Oh no, it's reveal, not conceal. And you may act as out of initiative order.
Okay. What is down here? What's this bottom path got?
Are you okay? You see once again belongings, a pile of equipment on the floor.
Anything? Do I see anything good in there?
Roll perception.
Oh, come on. 15 with Squidly's modifier.
Okay, you see some vials. They don't appear magical, but there could be either a alchemist's fire flask or a holy water flask.
I will have Squidly
Water.
carefully pick the. I will have Squidly carefully pick them up and hold on to them.
Okay.
Right, I guess-
Squidly, how much strength an imp has? Because I really want to say that Squidly cannot hold too much things, right?
He has the same strength modifier as I do, a 6.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later, but he cannot carry much more stuff than that, okay?
Okay. All right. I guess we'll keep going down the hallway we were going down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Does someone else want to go first? Because I accidentally face planted into a Minotaur. I can keep going first, but just in case y'all don't want me to.
It's
I still
fine.
think Dara's our best bet.
Uh,
Oh, no.
it happens
I
from
can-
time to time. Ouch, my ribs.
I see what you did there. Okay, Dara. You see blood on these walls. You see signs of fight. You see marks of blade and punctures on the walls, scratches, and all sorts of signage that there was a fight near it. On the ground, you find a very noticeable piece of armor holding the insignia of the Nelarian army. And that is what, and it is in terms of equipment. It is a set of chainmail, and it looks
Mm.
very good. Some scratches here and there, but nothing you cannot just
Do we think
bend or.
Do we think
or
it looks magical?
It doesn't look magical. It's mundane.
Say, hey, I found some metal clothes. Should I grab it?
Yours, you need a new armor, or you're good.
No, I'm good. I am so
Right.
good.
But do we want to sell it?
Alright. I think we have more important things right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get the soul stone first, and then we talk about loot.
Yeah.
Really quick, does it look like the Minotaur created some of the slashes in this area? Like, does it look like whatever killed this thing is the same thing we just fought?
Roll a survival check.
Survival. 18.
Okay, and Ned, roll a perception for Squidly. With an 18, Dara, you seem to think that something else did it. There-
7.
The Minotaur had looked like he fighted like a normal person. He fighted like a trained Nelarian soldier. He fighted like a fighter. He did an action surge. He was holding a martial weapon. The 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 markings on the walls look much more bestial. Look much more savage. They look like claw marks, bite marks, punch marks. They and from big hands and big claws. Even though the Minotaur was bigger than your normal human, he was still a medium creature. Whoever did that was at least large.
Okay. And do they look like anything that I've seen underground before?
Probably. Roll religion.
Like no, sorry. Legit. And
Ugh.
Well, yeah, they look very weird and confusing for you. And you rolled a 7 on
That
your
tracks.
imp, Ned. Squidly is happy as ever. Merrily walking. And do you wish to roll stealth for Squidly? If he's,
Squidly roll stealth.
if he's invisible, he has advantage, but he's still.
Yes, he also has a +5 to this.
Okay. Your DC is 17.
Here's the first roll. 6.
Ugh.
Oh, I can't see what that is. That's a 4. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think you beat 17 with those rolls.
No, I don't.
Washly.
And your perception was a 7, right?
Yep.
Out of nowhere, Squidly gets hit by a great axe.
Ouch.
Hang on. 21 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Done.
Hang on.
Just so you know, you failed on both perception and stealth. So
Okay.
you was perceived by Squidly was perceived by this Minotaur, and he didn't notice it in time, and the Minotaur
Yeah.
held his great.
He has resistance to it, but it only has 10 HP, so yeah, Squidly's dead.
Pew. Okay. I will remove Squidly from the map. Okay. And alongside him, I will remove all your previous information of what's going on here.
So there's lots of these Minotaur things roaming around here. We can either keep wandering around, bumping into them, or we can make a great big commotion in the chamber and fight there.
I say let's go for the chamber. And then I'll take 10 minutes to ritually resummon Squidly.
Okay.
Come back, bitches!
While we take that time, shall we end for tonight, guys? I see that we reached our normal time of now it's what, 11:30 for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a decent spot.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
just 20 minutes shy of our regular 3 hours long sessions, but we don't have our full party here. And as I said, I think we can save some fun for when Lauren can enjoy too. And
Okay.
yes, okay. What did you
And now
think?
we put Urist to bed.